You know, I have my little notes for a speech, kind of the standard speech of what BTIA National is going on. But, you know, I think so many issues were raised here. What's already been said, I want to address those first. So from the point of view of the national body, I know we sometimes get bogged down in our own little problems at the chapter level, but trust me, from a national level, we look at the Toledo chapter as a huge success story. Okay, please understand. There, as Ali said, this chapter was ready to be buried 6 feet under. The increase in membership, actually the Toledo chapter in terms of members is one of our larger chapters, believe it or not. As for $10,000 in the bank, I think there are probably half a dozen chapters who would be very envious of having $10,000 in the bank. And as Ali said, some of the old phone bills and old electricity issues and stuff like that, fortunately those are behind us. In terms of the monthly rent from the inaugural JetBlue flight, he ranged far and wide, but he made reference to, because the Minister of Tourism was there, he said, "Minister, I know whenever I'm looking for you, they always tell me you're flying around the world someplace." And it made the minister look a little bit uncomfortable, right? But the minister, when Minister Mahler travels, he travels for a reason. And a lot of his travel was to increase the airline frequency to Belize. I cannot give any authoritative assurance right now, but I know we've been working very hard on a European route. It's not ready to be announced yet. There is no direct flight from Europe. The route that is being worked on is a one-stop route, so it would go to a different Caribbean or Central American spot first and then jump to Belize. Whether we're ready for that European route and everything that it implies, I am not sure, but it's worth a try, okay? What's good about the European market is that Europeans travel heavily in the summer, which is our slow season, so it's meant to help there. Other points of advocacy are in training. Certainly we have been pushing BTB to develop the Hospitality Institute. Traditionally, the training has been BTB does a little bit, BTIA does a little bit, BHA does a little bit, UB does a little bit, Galen does a little bit, technical institutions do a little bit. There's no central curriculum. A Hospitality Institute is what we need, and there are serious efforts being made to do that. The existing training, though, has stepped up with BTB in conjunction with Florida International University. It's what they call the Elevate training. I don't know if any of you are familiar with it. You know, one problem is a lot of the training is centralized in Belize City, and so for a chapter that's down here, transporting people, putting them up overnight for 1 night, 2 nights, 3 nights, it increases the expense a lot. So we've got to decentralize some of that.